I almost came down in the middle of this food. Almost forgot to freaking record it, you know? So let's just break down the numbers first, and then we can describe a little bit more detail. So, just when I got up for cooking the eggs, I grabbed 2 slices of American cheese, just as a fucking snack. 8 grams of protein in, 8 of fat, 4 carbs. So 50 grams of protein worth of eggs, about 3 grams of fat when I added the olive oil, about 12 grams of carbs worth of low sugar or no sugar added Sweet Baby Ray's, and then some of the Silo 9 for a little bit of hydration because I just woke up dehydrated. So, and then I also added a little bit of the clustered dextrin, so now that's at about 12 grams of carbs. And then 2 cups of the Carb Master low-calorie chocolate milk, so that's going to add up to about 14 grams of carbs. No, wait. Yeah, exactly. 14 grams of carbs and 11 grams of protein. So, all in all, breakfast, 70 grams of protein, 11 of fat, 42 of carbs. You know, that's about right. I don't want to just slam a bunch of carbs right when I wake up. You know, I'm not a massive, it's not like I'm planning the meals out incredibly specifically, but I do want to have my carbs closer to the workout. I wouldn't want to just eat like 2 bagels, 100 grams of carbs, just to kind of, in a sense, burn it off when I do the cardio. And I don't mean like burning off like as soon as I eat it, it'll just fucking disappear into nothing from the cardio. I'm saying I'll kind of feel nice and full from having that many carbs in my system. And I want to feel like that when I'm actually doing my weight training. The cardio, it's whatever. I don't need it. I mean, honestly, sometimes I'll just do the cardio fasted just because, and then I can start eating later in the day. But I definitely want to start off with a little bit of protein. I mean, I just went all night without eating anything. So, coupled with this, a cup full of all my freaking vitamins. That's pretty much all there is to it. So again, this one will look, this whole day will look incredibly different than the last one, purely because I'm trying to eat less calories. If I'm trying to eat a lot of calories and I want to eat calorie dense foods like I got bowls of whatever, sweets, everything, because I'm trying to change the scale. And now the same thing is true. I am trying to change the scale, but in the opposite fashion. So I'm trying to eat less food, and of course, eating less food, you're going to be freaking hungry. Right? So I want to try to eat foods that make me feel full, like make me feel satiated. They fill up my hunger bar, and not go over that 2,500 calorie limit. But I'm not concerned with the source of the calories. Like just yesterday, I had 2 spicy chicken sandwiches from Wendy's as the meal, like 3 hours, or no, like 2.5 hours before the workout. And I was talking to my one friend, and he was like, "Oh, you're already having cheat meals?" But I don't see it as a cheat meal. It's not like, how am I cheating? At the end of the day, I still had like 2,500 calories. That's the amount of calories I'm trying to eat so I can lose body fat. And I was in my, relative macro arrangement. Like I'm trying to get to 250 grams of protein, 50 grams of fat, and about 250, maybe I'll bounce around 250 and 300 grams of carbs. But as long as at the end of the day, you can hit the calories that you find as your calorie deficit level, like you're gonna have to figure this out. It's kind of complicated. It's not very fun. I'll talk about it in a second. But if you can find out what your maintenance calories is, right, the amount of food you have to eat every day to just stay the same weight, then guess what? Drop it down from 500 calories from that, and you actually stay at that level, and you're going to start to see the scale change. Now, you can go online and look up like a maintenance calorie calculator, which you'll plug in your weight, your height, your energy level, stuff like that, and it'll pump out a number like, oh, your maintenance calories as a 5'11", 180 pound 18-year-old is this. But that's not totally accurate. That doesn't account for everything going on in your body. But that can be a good a good starting point. But really, the best way to figure it out is just by taking like 2 weeks, eating as much food as you're hungry for, and weighing yourself every day. But I'm not just saying eat all your food, you have to track it as well. Because let's say you've been the same weight for 2 weeks straight. If you tracked all the food that you ate over those 2 weeks, and if you were the same weight at the beginning and the same weight at the end, then if you average out that amount of calories, that's your maintenance. But of course, that's no fun, because then you have to weigh yourself every morning and track all your calories. I was just telling somebody at the gym who was talking about how he wanted to bulk up, and he said, well, you know, I'm hitting my protein, my gram of protein per day, and then I'm just kind of eating whatever. And I was like, all right, well, that's all fine and good, but if you actually want to gain weight, you got to start tracking the macros and making sure that you're eating consistently at a level that's above your maintenance calories. You know, it's not that's all there is to it. Whenever I plateau in a bulk, it's just because I'm not eating enough food, and then vice versa. If I'm not losing weight, it's because I'm eating too much food. I'm inclined to believe my scale was kind of wonky these last couple of days, because it was like 238 at the heaviest day. That was coupled with raising the calories for a few days. But then this morning was 233, which I think is closer to about what I'm looking for. So by the end of this, and maybe a month and a half-ish, I'll probably be maybe 230, maybe upper 220s. And then, I mean, I'm already starting to feel hungry. I'm already itching to start the bulk again. But I kind of need this time as the resensitization period. Plus, you know, who doesn't want to get lean once in a while? So I'm gonna go do my cardio after I finish all this, and then I gotta drive to the grocery store. I'm not gonna do a recording myself in the grocery at Kroger with the cart with the camera in the cart. That's kind of fucked. But I'll just go over some shit that I bought, because I was home for the weekend and all my meats are bad, and I ran out of all my keto bread. So I think we're 543 calories in one meal. That sounds about right. So I'm gonna go do my cardio, and then we can skip to what do you think? Should I do the post-cardio pose down? Or should we just skip to the next meal plus the food I got at the grocery store? You decide. And then in 3 seconds, you'll see if you're right.